Wow, you've returned. There must be something truly wrong. You must be bored out of your mind, or maybe you found something you like about the show. No, since this isn't likely, odds are you're very, very bored. So let's lighten the mood a bit. Let me tell you a random fact. If you ask someone to point you in the direction of the ocean, they can point you in any direction, because we're constantly in a state of being surrounded by the sea. Now, hasn't your life improved since I've told you that? Regardless, on the show tonight we have our returning unemployed intern, Miranda, along with a special surprise from one of our likely-to-be-hired applicants. More on that later. For now, we'll dive into the wonderful world of early morning television, and since it's so darn early, nothing's happened yet. And since all the news for yesterday has already been reported, there's nothing to report on. No. We'll still take a crack at it. Take it away, Swift Swing Symphony. Alrighty then. Moving onwards. World news is too complicated, and hence we will not be covering that either. No. Wait. We'll keep it local in Australia. News in Australia. What have we got? Let's roll with that. In Australia, prices are rising. Gas, food, water, literally anything you could put a name to is going up in price. However, our budget went into like a negative kind of deficit, which is fair. It's a surplus now, don't worry though. We're good, we're fine. Typical. Anywho, since prices are rising somewhat dramatically, Australians nationwide have been clearly devising methods of providing for themselves. One such Australian entrepreneur took it upon himself to compare the quality of gas to see if there's any difference between the prices, and his study concluded that even though the prices are increasing, they still taste the same. Where did you get that one? What else? The price of fuel is also very expensive. It's actually at this point that my car is just running on methylated spirits, which actually doesn't bother me as much. It has much bigger problems. For instance, it produces an immense amount of smoke. I just chalked it up to a fact of it being a hybrid. Once again, I don't know why you returned, but since you're here. And it's autumn, actually. That's right, I said it. It's autumn. Unless it's not autumn for when you're viewing it. If you're viewing it at a later date or in a different part of the world, it's not autumn. It, for you, could be winter, summer, spring. Or actually, it could be autumn again. Just not my autumn. I'm overthinking this. Don't worry. Let's just look, it's autumn. It's autumn. Here in Australia, if I want to be that precise, in Australia, it is currently autumn. That's right, you're thinking wherever you're watching us right now, you're like, ooh, it's autumn, ooh. And those people who got it spring, oh, look how lucky you are, everything's lovely and glowing. All right, over here in autumn, just the leaves are falling off the tree and I'm raking away, and the leaves are falling and I'm raking, the leaves are falling and I'm raking, the leaves are falling and I'm raking, like, when's winter?
You're happy against autumn?
No, I don't have anything against autumn, it's just that, well, all seasons are sketchy, actually. I think all seasons are sketchy.
Seasons are sketchy, Pete?
Yeah, you know, they bring promise of hope and change. But then they just start doing their own thing, like, look at me, I'm spring! And then they're just like crashing and lightning and spring and lightning. Catch my drift? No? Well, like, what? Welcome to Australia. It's summer and there's just flash flooding, and then it's Australia. Welcome to Australia. It's winter and there's just bushfires, you know, sketchy stuff. Like out of nowhere. I'm just saying they're sketchy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Sure. Do you find them all to be sketchy?
No. In fact, I think autumn is one of the less shadier seasons. Oh yeah, proper jokes. We still do them over here. Oh yeah.
That was a long build-up to a very disappointing joke.
Yeah, well, it's not off topic, is it? I think there's a strong overlap between our show and autumn. A slow feeling of decay. But really, the difference between our show and autumn is that the mighty leaves of the autumn-swept trees slowly fall to the ground with some form of grace, while we're here just nosediving into the pavement. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Late Night Television. Trees are pretty smart, though. I would say they're smarter than a great deal of humans.
Where's this going?
What? They are! Look, all you need for a tree, a little bit of water, and some nice soil, and poof! A tree! That's amazing! Do you know trees can even grow into different directions to reach the sunlight? Introverts can't even do that! You would know you were once a tree, all luscious and smart and healthy.
Are you implying that I'm no longer healthy, smart, and luscious?
Oh, no, I'm not at all. You're glowing.
Wow.
See what I did there? See what? Proper joke.
Commercial?
Yeah, commercial.
A very, very early show. Brought to you by Nature's Vitamin D tablets. Trusted by introverts and dumb trees globally.
Electrifying and good for your health, minus the side effects. I'll prove it to you, it's fine, by consuming the whole bottle. Oh, what? Great heavens, the door's opened.
Well, I'm sold. Those were funky. Do you feel like this desk's a bit cluttered? Like, look at all this stuff. Look, I don't think all this stuff is necessary. Like, there's toys and everything. It's not a kid's show. Who sets up the desk every time? Oh. Look, just fire her. We'll hire her, so then we can fire her. Good Lord, look, this has to go. I've got to go with this now. This is going. Toys, no. Come out. Look, it's not a good show. We'll keep the bunnies. I don't know what to do with the bunnies here, but we'll keep them. Whew, that was strange. That was a little aggressive, wasn't that a little aggressive? Must have been something of those vitamins. Ooh.
Vitamins.
Yeah, vitamins.
No, vitamins.
Oh, tomato.
Tomato.
You're really getting on my nerves. Oh my.
Oh, what's that paper over there?
More interns sourced by Miranda.
Anybody interesting?
No, I can't say there is. There's this one guy, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick seems somewhat interesting. I think Patrick actually could fit. I don't.
Oh yeah? Tell me about Patrick.
Well, Patrick, actually, I don't think I have to. Actually, he actually sent in a visual resume as well. Why don't we have a look at that? Do we have that on tape? Fantastic. This is Patrick's resume.
Oh, oh. I fall asleep again. Oh, I need to stop drinking so much. Oh, for God's sake, I always wake up in suits. Is somebody dressing me? Is somebody dressing me? This is so weird. This isn't the first time it's happened as well. Somebody's dressing me. I have to do this resumes. Ooh. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Doing the resume now, apparently. Camera's always rolling. Alright. This isn't the first time it's happened, ladies and gentlemen. You have to bear with me. Okay. Square one. My name's Patrick. I will be your infield journalistic reporter for the very, very early show. Yep. The very, very early show. Interesting name to say the least. Anyways. I will be in Perth, Western Australia. The most unique, let's say unique, ladies and gentlemen, city in Australia. The most isolated city in the world, and for good reason. The people here are interesting characters. You know, talk about good, bad, whatever. They're interesting, alright? They're interesting, they're unique, they're special, you know. I have no moral fibers. I am a man with no morals. That is why I can provide the most interesting interviews, journalistic reports with strangers all around Perth City. I will give you the best work that I could possibly give you, alright? Look, I'm no credible man. I'm not even a good man, hey. Like, I'm not a good man. I used to be an accountant. The reason I'm doing this is because I was sent to jail for 10 years for tax evasion as an accountant, you know? Turns out you have to be good at your job as an accountant to commit tax fraud, you know, tax evasion. I wasn't good. I really wasn't good. This is an attempt to. Let's hope this one doesn't end me in jail. Anyways, this coming show of the very, very early show, you will see me in my full glory. You will see investigative journalism, interviews of people on the street, in the news today. We'll have segments where we'll include people. Friends, friends' opinions. You might even see that later on this episode today if all goes well. However, I need you to bear with me here. I need this job. This job only pays $5 an hour, okay? This is terrible. This is a terrible job. I'm shooting myself in the foot putting my face in this show, let's call it. However, I need money. You need entertainment. Everybody's attention span is real short. I'll keep it short and sweet. I am not legally responsible for any of the actions done in this show. Alright? I may say things, but that's not me. None of this was meant intentionally. This is all a joke. If you have any problems, contact my lawyer, you know? Like, write it down on a piece of paper and throw it into the bush. And don't actually throw it into the bushes, but throw it in a bin. My lawyer will always get him, alright? He's everywhere. Just throw it in the bin and, like, he'll get it. He'll get it. Man. Do I need this job? I don't think I need this job. Actually, I don't need this. I'm not going back to jail. No, I'm done. Alright. I'll do it for $20 an hour. 10. I'll do it for 10.
Well, that position's filled. Commercial.
Okay, folks, we've set back, but we're roaring again to start. Taking your attention to this massive board sign. Looks good, ain't it? Bet you want to buy it. It's a bargain. Who wouldn't want the deal of a lifetime? It's quite simply superb. Hey, you, Ginger, get lost. You're on my set. Alright, but
Yeah, I'll be with them in a moment. They're not going anywhere. They can watch me reorganize my desk, since Miranda couldn't do it before we began. It's okay. We got nothing but time. Nothing but time. I think that looks rather okay. In the news today, a rather spicy story of apple crust today. A woman in business attire without shoes has been filmed smashing her way through a local pizza store. She can be seen collecting a brick from the sidework and hurling it through the plate glass window, followed by her climbing through the said X window as well as over promotional posters, which most likely read something along the lines of a smashing good deal. Upon her unorthodox entry, she demanded from the staff member to, and I quote, "give my F phone back." I imagine the redacted word there was starting with F was flip, therefore reading as "give my flip phone back." I honestly have no clue what led to this outcome, but I would love to take a walk in her shoes. Oh, wait a minute. Personally, I think this whole unpleasant ordeal could have been simply avoided if the restaurant's promotional material did include the phrase "guaranteed excellent phone service."
Maybe she was looking for her phone.
Yeah! Perhaps she wanted to watch the recently held 94th Academy Awards ceremony.
Sure.
Ooh, don't take that tone with me. Ooh. Anyhow, the ceremony marked another good year for those holding the camera and another meh year for those watching the films. Now, I know most of you didn't watch the Oscars, probably because it was streamed on some online streaming service by some juggernaut that you didn't actually have a subscription to. But for those who did, they would have seen the 94th Academy Awards Best Actor in full swing, and that was even before his acceptance speech. After a questionable joke by the down-to-earth Chris Rock that took aim at Jada, the wife of Will Smith, the Hitch himself was drawn into focus, stepping onto stage and facing the grown-ups, who at that point were thinking what to expect when you're expecting. And as the man from such work such as Concussion took aim at the host with the good hair, who at this point was most likely thinking, "I like to move it, we really should move it." After the Made in America slap surpassed 6 degrees of separation, the host attempted to recover from the spiral he just endured. As the Gemini man walked off the stage and back to his seat looking like a collateral beauty, Chris Rock then attempted to shrug off the bad company as if Will Smith further laid his 7 pounds in, with a further sound disapproval of the action of Chris Rock. Nevertheless, where the day takes you is anyone's guess, but Will Smith continued the pursuit of happiness at the afters. Many deem his actions to be fitting of that of the Wild Wild West, but hopefully this does not result in him being regarded as the enemy of the state. We now take you live to the streets with our probational reporter to help discover if the week events of resulted in Will Smith being regarded as King Richard or one of the bad boys.
It's time for Facts from the Public, which technically makes the facts just opinions rather than facts. Therefore, it's time for Opinions of the Public.
Chris. Gotta go with Chris.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Team Chris, baby.
Howdy, folks. It's me again, your favorite host of this here show. Let me tell you, hands are very useful. Since they make money, I just may sell these here hands. Oh, heavens, what is this? Oh my, hold on. It seems to be friendly. Ow! Well, that was quite preposterous. How dared I?
that's another show. That's another one to put on the shelf, so to speak. So, what did you think? Because I think it went rather well. We got through it. Nobody got hurt. I don't know how the audience felt. They probably thought it was a slap in the face. But if you're still watching, we highly thank you, and we wish you a very, very good night, or good morning, or good morning. We're still getting used to that time parameter. I never got to ask you, whose side were you on? Chris Rock or Will Smith? Which one were you behind?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to you tonight.
Oh.
He all pop the buzzing and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little bears on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, rock, rock, rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, we'll go rockin' robin 'cause they're really gonna rock tonight. Tweet, tweet, rock.